Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up guys, Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we have some exciting Star Wars news for Disney Plus's next live-action Star Wars show, or at least anticipated to be, that there would be Star Wars' The Acolyte, as the first trailer is now being heavily rumored around to be coming very, very soon. Of course, we're going to go ahead, we're going to hop right on into it, break it all down for you guys from everything that we're hearing and everything that we're anticipating for a galaxy far, far away right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Okay, so in this video we are going to be taking a quick read from CBR.com. As an overall source, I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. Star Wars The Acolyte's first trailer is rumored to be coming soon. Now, if the rumors are true, the first trailer for The Acolyte would be coming very, very soon, like within the next couple of weeks actually. As they read, a new rumor says that the first trailer for the next live-action Star Wars series, The Acolyte, will debut soon. According to ex-user Cryptic4K Qual, who is quite reputable and has a successful track record in the previous of revealing new details about popular upcoming movies and shows, especially for Star Wars, has took to the social media platform to state that Disney and Lucasfilm are apparently prepping for the first trailer of The Acolyte, and we are seeing some of those signs as well, and that it would premiere its first trailer very soon. The user also has revealed potential runtimes for each episode of the new show as well. I'll cover all that in just a moment as well though, however. So a bit of the first kind of evidence, or what we're actually seeing ourselves here coming around on social media platforms on Instagram and over on X, previously known as Twitter of course, is that there are all of a sudden new handles being created for The Acolyte, like official accounts or profiles much rather, that have been created for The Acolyte. Very similar to how like The Mandalorian or Andor or the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, like those all have their own Instagram profiles essentially. They're continuing that and doing the same thing for The Acolyte as well. Also, according to the ex-user Cryptic4K Qual as well, they had revealed some of the apparent runtimes for the upcoming show, anywhere from 35 to 45 minute long episodes. Very, kind of standard for live action Star Wars shows, or just in general live action Disney Plus shows as well, going both in and out of Star Wars. Also for Marvel, for my Marvel fans out there, we have our Marvel channel linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. But yeah, that 45-minute long runtime is very much so quite standard. Now, we also do know that there is a teaser trailer out there. There was an official first look shown exclusively at Star Wars Celebration to those in attendance last year, 2023, of The Acolyte. Like a simple 30-second to a minute long bit of a teaser snippet that was shown out there. So some of the footage, of course, is floating around, has been leaked since then, and we have talked about that here on the channel. It's probably more than likely going to be the same thing, though, however. The rumor has also been picked up by Ben Bolton, another very reputable source out there for when it comes to Star Wars news and inside news, but there hasn't been any official confirmation from Lucasfilm, the House of Mouse of Disney, or Star Wars themselves at this time. So do take it with a bit of grain of salt, but all at the same time, I think you guys can probably hear it in the sound of my voice. We have some very reputable sources out there talking about this, covering this. Cryptic4K Qual, as I had mentioned, a very successful track record of revealing new details about popular upcoming movies and shows, and as well for Star Wars more specifically, and getting that kind of thing right. Ben Bolton, I think, goes without question. If you know anything about inside news when it comes to a galaxy far, far away, it's always Ben Bolton is always a name out there that is kind of reporting on new Star Wars content here over the horizon, of course. So if you have Ben Bolton also talking about this, I want to say StarWarsNewsNet.com has probably put out an article as well. So all of the main Star Wars articles and kind of leakers or scoopers or reporters, whatever you may want to call them, are kind of all talking about this here as well. The Acolyte, its show itself, will be the first Star Wars live-action show to be set prior to the events of the first prequel trilogy film, The Phantom Menace, taking place roughly 100 years before then, taking place during the events of the High Republic era, which has a series of stories and books, novels, comics, The series is set to star a diverse cast, including the likes of Amanda Steinberg, Lee Jung-jae, Manny Jacinto, Daphne Keane, Junis Sutamo, and so many more other talented individuals out there. A very specific turning point, though, however, about this show is that the villains will be taking the center stage. This show is going to be about the Sith. The show's showrunner herself, Leslie Headland, who's previously wrote the Netflix shows Russian Doll, recently gave an interview discussing the Acolyte. Leslie Headland noted that it is what makes this show different and interesting is that it's from the perspective of the bad guys or the villains of the Star Wars universe, the Sith. Leslie Headland had also added that the villains are people who are using the Force in their own way, dipping into the darker sides of the Force, and are doing it without being sanctioned by the larger institution, which is in this case the Jedi Order. I just thought it was very interesting to do a show about the bad guys. Amanda Steinberg also takes to comment on the subject recently as well, saying that the idea is to honor the ethos of Star Wars and the ideas around the Force itself, and also challenge those ethos ideas at the same time. These are interviews that I'll be taking to, discussing, and talking about in a separate future video here on the channel in more depth and in more detail here as well. So an actual release date though, however, real quick before I let you guys go and finish out this video here, of what is an actual concrete date that we could see a actual release for the trailer for the Acolytes show. Very clear cut and straight to the point of what I have been saying here on the channel for the last couple of weeks now is that it sounds like the trailer is going to be coming out on Star Wars Day, May 4th, or May the 4th be with you, which is roughly a little over a month away now at this point. We still have the rest of March to get through and another month of April to get through. And I say that May 4th would be a very good place to put the trailer release for the Acolyte, since another new rumor that's recently surfaced around from very reputable leaks and from reporters were saying that the first episode of The Acolyte is set to premiere on Disney Plus on June 5th, and of course what we have seen previously before with Star Wars shows, both live action and in animation, is that they'll typically put out the first trailer of whatever given show it is roughly about a month before the actual premiere date of the show itself. For example, having The Mandalorian Season 3 last year coming out in March, we had the first official trailer coming out in February of last year. Do remember though, however, take a bit of all of this with a grain of salt for the time being. Of course, none of this is confirmed, as I had mentioned, officially from Lucasfilm, Disney, or Star Wars themselves, but until then, we're very much so looking forward to the Acolyte, as well as everything else in a galaxy far, far away, by which we'll be discussing and covering and keeping you guys updated with all of that here on the channel. It's all the more reason to grab the subscribe button if you haven't already. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been an official Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.